My name is Art Swanarut, and it's my wife, Kit. We met in the gym, um, just became friends, and became training partners, and became close friends after that. Closer friends.
And we have been married for about 5, going on 6 months. One of the biggest blessings in our relationships since we've been married is um, the newness of our relationship and and how we get to, um, for example, he's my husband now, and I'm in his wife, and just to say that has an appealing thing to it. Because it's different. It's like being a husband and wife. The newness of experiencing um, him as my husband now, and it's kind of strange to really understand um, to be loved by somebody, which
Officially,
to be truly loved
I think
and
officially belong to somebody.
yeah, but to just by saying that you love somebody, it's not, it doesn't mean that you do, but he's really shown that to me, and he's proved it to me over and over again. And I could not, and to have a man, a husband like that is a gift. It's a gift from God. And I get overwhelmed by that because, and I tell my coworkers, oh no, I found the right one. He's mine. And I said, when you find that right one, you hold on to him and don't let him go. And I'm so thankful to God that He has put Art in my life, and he's treated me like a princess. And when your dad is supposed to be that rock creator, that man, but he has, like I said, he's proved it over and over again that he does love me by his actions.
Kit is my angel. She has guided me in um, in the right direction, not just life alone with the Lord. She had to introduce me to the Lord. She has been there for me through thick and thin, through the good time and the bad time, and everything else, sickness and health, and to rich for poor and all that. We went through all that together. Um, so we went. To me, she keep me grounded, and there's a lot of time that I'm quick to angers or just she just keep me grounded and keep me patient. Um, everything about her is like in every aspect of life. She make me a better person, and she helped me seek the Lord. You know, we were talking about this before that. I came from a family who just are Buddhists, and of course, I went to Sunday school. I grew up in Alexandria, Virginia, and you know, I wasn't never a regular church goer um, until I met her, and then ever since we've been together, we just haven't missed a Sunday.
Yeah, I prayed for him for so long, and then when I actually see the changes in him, it's like, you reverence God because of that, and you realize He's working. And yeah, I'm thankful for that. Like for me, I like I said, I prayed for him. I believe in the power of prayer, and the only thing I can see is that that's all God. That's all God. A time in our life when we really had to trust our relationship with the Lord is before we got married. Art and I, we were not intimate with each other, and I firmly believed that, um, and I wanted to be obedient and trust in the Lord. And I knew at any time that He could have left me if He wanted to. And I prayed about it, and I placed it in God's hand, and I knew that um, if it was meant to be, He would stay. He would wait for me, and he did. And but we really, I think it helped and grew our relationship even more, especially with God, and to trust in God for that kind of situation. It's like you have to have faith in Him, and to be, because the obedient for me is key. It's a key, and trusting in Him is a key to any relationship. But my relationship with Jesus is so important that I knew that um, that in order for us to make it in our marriage, when we got to that point, that it started then, that we would have to have trust in the Lord and be obedient to Him, because our walk with Him was more important, and that relationship was more important before our relationship. And but that is a very challenging thing for couples, and I knew that prayer was going to be the only way for me to help him in the situation. I think I was going to do fine, but who knows? I don't know. So prayer is powerful, and that it had to do with before we got married and not having that intimacy. And for many people out there, I know it's probably challenging, but with God, like He says, all things are possible with Him, and it was very possible.
A lot of time, a couple have, get in an argument or whatever. It's just like you have to think and look at big pictures of how much you love this person, and it doesn't matter if she's right or you're right, who's wrong or what. You love this person. That's all that matters, because at the end of the day, you love her, and who cares? Who cares? And you know, and that's how I look at it. It's just even a time when I'm not wrong, I still apologize because I love her a lot, and those things it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It just you love that person.
You're saying like don't sweat the small stuff.
It just it just it just like I said, let her win. And because you know what, that is just for me, that's just happiness for me. It's just there's time I get mad at her and don't speak for days, and I get a headache just holding a grudge and all that stuff. But as soon we start talking again, and I'm just happy, and I. So, you have to censor a lot of that stuff.
I have to say, we haven't had since we got married. Nothing.
No fights?
I think what I wanted to say is maybe this will
I mean,
tie
I
into
get
that.
mad and stuff like that, but to me, I'm more patient. That's it is. It just be more patient, and just like I said, don't sweat small stuff. If you really love this person, nothing else matters. Nothing else matters, because it like say, well, I'm right, you're right, I'm wrong, you're right. That's just it doesn't really matter, because at the end of the day, I love you, and I want to be with you, and you're right. You're always right.
Advice that I would like to give a couple is to, for one,
I think
remember who you are before before you're getting married. Remember who you are and what what you believe in, and so as far as be honest and upfront with the person about your faith and what you believe in as a follower of Christ, and how important that relationship is to you. And with that said, you're letting them know right up front things about if your relationship with Christ is important, that means there are certain things that it's going to have to wait. And so with that said, also the timing, you always wait on God. before you get married. You know, it's best to wait and make sure, is this the man or woman for me? And but then in that waiting period, while you're waiting, I think that's the time for you to develop and to expand on your relationship with Jesus, because that is going to be key in that marriage relationship or any other relationship you have, because your relationship with Christ is the foundation for the other relationships. And I've learned that, like, it's key. It's definitely key, because if your relationship with Jesus is on point, then your relationship with others is. No matter what situations you're going to run into, any problems you're going to have, Jesus is going to be right there in your ear, and he makes everything better.